We need somebody who's the president. We need somebody who's the anchor woman, who's the principal, who's the data manager, who's the engineer, who is the face of a talk show TV. So I believe that wholeheartedly. In addition, does it then affect the detrimental, does it become detrimental to the people who go on the show? Because, like, I'm thinking about what you're saying, like, oh, they're doing this for clout, but, like, low-key, are they martyrs?
As a child, I loved VH1. The music countdowns, the I love those, you know, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. I felt very smart when I watched them. But there was one particular show that had me in a chokehold. And that show, my friends, was Flavour of Love. Created as a spinoff of Strange Love, where Flavor Flav and Brigitte Nielsen, who met on The Surreal Life, had a short but passionate love story. After their breakup happened, they decided to do a spinoff of the spinoff called Flavour of Love, where women figuratively and physically fought for the love of Flavor Flav. As a preteen, I was very much confused why all these women, attractive women, young women, were fighting over the love of Flav, but I didn't think that deep into it. I loved the challenges, I loved the antics of it all, and found the nicknames that Flav gave to each woman so entertaining. I didn't necessarily know that I was consuming negative stereotypes about not only women, but Black women specifically. So for an example, we see a contestant named Safari being viewed as unstable and violent and just crazy when she fought over this woman for a bed. We didn't know behind the scenes that she was actually experiencing housing security, and what that bed probably meant and symbolized for her was deeper than this space or that space. Even the nicknames itself, even though I loved it as a child, with the nicknames of Delicious and Hottie, I don't think there was any expectation for Flav to actually respect these women after calling them nipples, for example. Now, we can say it's a sign of the times. I think this rhetoric has been very, very much pushed out in front of us, a la America's Next Top Model, and all of the things that we're currently revisiting as old millennials and Gen Z and whatever the generation is after that. But just like taxes, certain things stay the same. I'm talking about misogyny and misogynoir. We are still having dating shows that are making a fool out of Black women and discriminating against them. So I chatted with a friend who has watched way more dating shows than I have to discuss about Black women and dating shows and what that represents in terms of media in our community, and also if Black women should even be going on dating shows anymore. But before we get there, I have to introduce myself. My name is Amadi, and I am your host for Get Her to the Movies, where I talk about movie, TV, and everything in between. So I hope you enjoy this chat with her. But before we get there, don't forget to
Hey, welcome to Get Her to the Movie. So today I have my lovely friend Amber. So she is literally the expert in today's conversation. I probably watched like a fraction of dating TV shows. I realize that is the proper term. Dating TV shows compared to you.
And I'm proud. No, well, I thought you were gonna say I've got you to watch them because I'm very proud of that as well.
Well, yes, I think that's how we got closer because we started talking about Love is Blind, and I was like, wait, because so we work together too. So I'm like, wait. You watch it? And you're like, yeah, I watch it. And I'm like, oh my God, I watch it too. And then you're like, you should come over to my house and watch this with me. And I'm like, I feel loved.
So how dramatic I am.
And I yes, because you decorated all your stuff too. And then I blame you. I don't congratulate you, but I blame you for Love Island.
Oh, it's a gift. Okay.
I don't know because that
season not so much. Did you watch season 6 yet?
I watched like half of season 6.
Okay.
But I already knew the ending, beginning, middle, and end before I even got to there because I watched the reunion with you.
True. But you have to see like in real time. You made your bed, now humping it. I need you to see that in real time. So we gotta finish it.
Okay. Sorry. I apologize. All right. So before we get started and going, so you can get a little bit comfy and comfortable, we're gonna play this game called This or That. Have you heard about You probably seen it because you be on the interwebs.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you 2 options, and then you're gonna pick an option, and then the option that you pick goes against the next option.
Okay.
Yeah, you seen that before?
Yeah. Kelly Rowland had a moment with this.
What did Kelly Rowland do?
You see on the Terrell show?
Uh-uh.
He made her go down all the Destiny's Child songs. She was stressed, and her favorite song was "If."
Do I know it?
It's a deep cut. It's a very deep cut, and I was gagged.
I don't know.
Favorite song is "If," but sidebar.
Okay, I'm not gonna say. Now I gotta watch that because I always love that. So, because I'm like obsessed with like a perfume talk. So they did a perfume talk of that, and I was just like, oh, that's cute. I'm gonna do it with like all my guests. So now you are part of the thing.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing love reality shows. So the first one is Bachelor or Are You the One?
Are You the One? For sure.
That's like a classic.
That was the beginning.
Honestly,
that was a really.
We're gonna get to my
show.
beginning because you're gonna learn something a little about me.
Okay.
Are You the One or Flavor of Love?
Are You the One? Flavor of Love is classic.
That is my beginning.
I'm screaming.
That is my beginning.
Was he there for love? Well, were they there for love?
He was married, babe. His wife was one of the producers.
Shut up.
I found that out recently.
That's annoying. Well, listen.
The women weren't there for love?
Flavor walks in New York could run. I think New York loved him. And we love New York. So
okay, so this is the thing that makes me question. So, like, maybe the wife thing is a lie because he clearly slept with New York multiple times. Multiple times.
I think he slept with Delicious and Hoops too, but we'll leave them out of it.
You think so?
Absolutely.
I thought
they was there to win. They came to win. They didn't come to just be on the show.
But I thought Hoops was adamant that she wasn't gonna have sex with him.
I don't know. Yeah, I feel like if you went as far as to be on this show, and it's because you wanted to make a name for yourself and never be forgotten, and you might have thought you had to stay attached to him. So I don't know. I definitely think Delicious folded. Maybe not Hoops.
I'm not
Maybe
folding
not
with
Hoops.
Flavor Flav. That's just not my ministry. Like I fold for a couple of people, okay? Michael B. Jordan,
watching them back kissing this man down all this time. I'm like,
but is it our issue? You know, do we have a looks problem? You know, the lookism. You know, not respecting the person for who's inside.
The beauty's an eye of the beholder, but no, it's levels.
It's levels. All right, so Are You the One is the winner. So Are You the One or I Love New York?
Are You the One? Respectfully, because same issue, different format, different ingredients.
Okay.
Kind of.
Are You the One or Married at First Sight?
Are You the One? But
dang, Are You the One is winning.
That's my jump because I love a game show too, so it just has the best of both worlds. Like people are really trying to find that genuine connection sometimes, but then some people are like, all right, we need to get to the odds of this, like, and play this.
But also, I was always wondering, like, who are those people who claim like this person is supposed to be with that person?
The same experts that pair these people up and let them get married before they ever see each other.
Yeah, that should be
the same
flimsy.
experts. Mm-hmm.
Like, how do you determine
There are
that?
some couples. There's one couple from Are You the One, like season 4 or something.
That are still together?
Yes, and I think their name are Ugoche or something like that. And then it was a light-skinned man with locks. And they weren't a perfect match. And like every other year, I'd be following them. Every other year when they post like the happy anniversary, because they didn't got married and everything, they always post a slide of them going in the truth booth and figuring out they weren't a match. But
and that's what
she
I'm
took that man home, like,
because it's just like you be telling me this man is not my perfect match, but I love him down, and I always love the ones who like fall in love or fall in deep infatuation in the beginning.
They find out, yes,
and then they find
great,
out that they're
television.
not together, and they're like
season 1. That white couple, that girl crashed out when she
they're
found
destructive.
Out
they're like, we're just gonna fuck
out.
up your whole thing.
But then when they came to the reunion, she was like, he's a freaking psychopath. I should have never done it. It's like, girl, the truth people try to tell you.
Yeah, but I love it. I'm like, ooh, ruin it. Ruin everybody's money. Yes. Okay.
And I would say it's Are You the One over Married at First Sight because it's a good watch. It's just like it's too locked in from the jump. That's just a lot of pressure.
Is there desperation in there? You know what I mean? Like I always wonder about Married at First Sight.
It has to be a hint. Like this is where you start. This is where you end. Like I've tried to do it the old fashioned way. I probably try to app like now. Just literally marry me off, and I will make it work. Is what y'all all signed up for.
Don't marry me off. Like don't
That's
do
what
that.
They sign up for.
That like stresses me out because it's just like This is legal. This is my husband now. We go together like real bad. And I don't even
seen you before as a trip.
You know what I mean? Also because it's just like it's the same company as Kinetic that does Love is Blind, and Love is Blind has so many like lawsuits around no, it's not alleged. They do have lawsuits around like sexual assault and all of those things. Yeah.
I missed that.
Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta follow Jessie Woo. But it's just like because of that is I don't feel comfortable about their like background check information. Like think about Tyler.
Which Tyler?
Tyler, the one who had 3 kids and said it was sperm babies.
Child.
Like that's Kinetic.
I'm gonna let Michelle blame with that situation.
Who blamed?
Him and her.
In the beginning when she didn't know.
And then when she knew and y'all decided on this script and you kept trying to act. Don't play in my face. Let him play in your face and let us defend you. Don't get mad at us for trying. We were all rooting for you and you got mad at us for telling you that he won't shit.
And then we were bitter as single like people who had never been married before, so that's why we don't know what we're talking about.
And then when you went on AD's show, that's why we didn't care to hear it.
But then she still blamed us.
Okay, fine.
The black folks.
You and your girlfriend. Delusional.
But okay, are you the one? Okay, Are You the One or Love After Lockup?
I have never watched that.
Okay, so Are You the One who will be winning? Are You the One or 90 Day Fiance?
Never watched that either.
What? I'm obsessed with 90 Day Fiance. Yes. I don't know if it's the immigrant in me, but
is it always like a mail-in type of situation?
Well, you know what? No. There's some people who legit like just met overseas, fell in love, have authentic, real relationships, and now maybe they have a child with this person, or they just want this person to move to America. Like the one that is like seared in my brain. It was like this younger white girl, and she's married to a guy who's from Barcelona, and she's from like this slow middle town. They're always from like these small like rural towns, like where there's like no black people.
That's right.
So like the girls from like this small town, and like the parents are like having conversations with him, and they were like, we just want to make sure that you're not here so you can become an American and live in America. He was like, have you been to Spain? He was like, Barcelona.
Downgrade for y'all. For love.
Right. He's like, Barcelona's amazing. I would prefer to stay there. Like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, yes, like like everyone assumes that America is always the ticket. Like there are so many amazing like places in the world. Like
stay chilling.
Yes, like take me to Mexico City, you know? So it's just like a lot of the white parents or the white friends or whatever make the assumption that they're coming there to like get a green card and live in America. And like some people are like, nah, babe, it's actually popping over there. I'm here because I want them.
I found love.
I found love.
Falling in my heart.
All right, so I gotta get you on 90 Day, especially the other way. The other way is the best because it's the
What's the other way?
It's the white people going to the other countries.
Oh, that's jokes. Okay.
Literally, and they're like, "Oh, wait, what? I have to learn the language? I'm confused." Like there was like a gay couple. He his husband was like Mexican, so he went to live in Mexico, and the husband was like, babe, you have to learn Spanish. He was like, well, you always translate it for me. He's like, yeah, on vacation. Like, you live here now. Like, get it together.
Damn.
Okay. Are You the One or The Ultimatum?
The gays.
They did it for you?
Them lesbians on Ultimatum. Season 2 was entertaining too, but season 1, that was different television.
Was that the one?
That's one with Mal.
Oh.
But everybody, like, she made some people have pause, like, hold on, I'm straight.
She was a baddie. And I don't even like people who are masked.
It's not my cup of tea.
Because in my brain, I feel like if I was gay, I want a bad bitch. Like, I want somebody I can feel my nails with.
But Mal, like, respectfully gives bad bitch.
She does, but, like, in a masculine way.
What else do you want from me, nigga? Do you want me to bleed? Mal was funny, but no, season 1.
Yoli was the girlfriend's name.
Oh, she said you would fall in love wherever you plant your feet at, and you surely did.
Baby, she fell in love with Xander.
Spoilers ahead.
Oh, Oh yeah, sorry. I'll put a warning. She fell in love with Xander because that person had money.
No, and she clocked that Mal clock. She said, "Oh, that's why." Okay.
Because Mal, I mean, I think the only thing that we saw was Mal was like maybe not attentive all the time. It didn't seem like never, but it gave maybe not all the time you were attentive.
I feel like Mal was like a little insecure too, based on how they got together and based on what she said. Her feedback was like she said, "I think you're just in love with me because like we're together, and so like this is where you're at, so this is what you're nurturing." But she literally said, "I think you will fall in love like wherever you border, like wherever you lay your head at."
That's
and
crazy.
It happened in real time in front of our eyes. Like you really sobbed about leaving this woman that you've known for 3 weeks.
Babes.
What's happening?
And the thing is just like, I don't know, because like I've had like, granted it was a toxic relationship, but I've had like partners say that I don't have discernment in terms of who like I engage with. And like that always like stuck with me because I'm like, I feel like I do because I don't be liking these niggas. Like, so it's just like for somebody that is quote unquote doesn't have discernment on who they engage with in their early 20s, I don't even fall in love that quick. Like it's just she was quick.
And I think it's also just like the irony of it all, because this is like the endless punchline when it comes to lesbians, and it was like happening in real time.
U-Hauls, yeah. But you know what's funny? Like shout out to my friend, she was moving like that too.
So it's like my closest friend, she was the same person for like 12 years, so I don't know that side of it, but this TV show was very excellent. Yeah, so, yes, Ultimatum.
All right, the Ultimatum.
The first 2 seasons.
All right, the Ultimatum or Too Hot to Handle?
Oh, the Ultimatum for sure. Too hot. Okay, we need to back up.
Okay.
And what's the criteria? Like,
you just gotta be sexy.
No, what's the criteria for like why like these shows like I like them because like people are genuinely trying to find love?
It's whatever show you is.
Just whatever one I like the most.
Whatever you like, yeah.
I think between the two, I liked Ultimatum more, especially the first 2 seasons. But those first 2 seasons of Too Hot to Handle, it was definitely something different, and it was a great time. Now, me and my mom binge watched it.
I think it's still like unique.
Yeah, it's just they've like worn it out because now like they don't care. Like at least it used to be at least like the formula was y'all.
Oh, they don't care
to
lose the money.
No, they
but
like
you know what?
Legit just having sex. Like what are we doing?
Classism will always come into play because if you notice, the people who are always like the pussy polices or whatever,
they were raised different. Because that first season, that African man, or was he British? Remember, like, they was calling him the banker for that season, like, the first season.
It's always
like,
the black
he was
man.
super swole, and he was just, like, disgusted with people just wasting this money.
It's
and it
literally,
was
like from the 4 seasons I've seen, it was, like, Dre, it was, like, the other. It's normally the black men who are, like, no, I need this money.
Literally.
You are not messing up my bag. And I think that's also why I think it still works because, like, you're still going to have somebody who's like, I am going to try to secure however money we have. And also then there's going to be a group of people that will genuinely, like, have, like, attraction and, like, try to be in a relationship with that person. So I think those 2 elements work. And then I also really enjoy, like, the psychology of it all and like the working on themselves because like you don't have like if Love Is Blind had like a therapist,
then you know there's someone somewhere though. I think even more going back to Ultimatum, even more so than Ultimatum than Love Is Blind, because every season of Ultimatum never it always kind of amazes me the language they use. Going back to Mal, the way they used to speak to each other was like just so like. What did y'all say? Use this safe language on the show so that y'all don't like offend each other or like make sure you're clearly communicating. Because Mal would say things like, just her dialogue with that white girl after you know she been having sex with the love of your life, like, and y'all just being able to have a conversation. It's hard for me to believe that y'all really able to do this.
Well, no, there's definitely going to be fists thrown if the camera's not in front of you.
So maybe it's just the cameras like helping you regulate.
Fair enough. I think because I was like reading or watching something that talks about like especially like because we're millennials and then was it Gen Z under us? So like Gen Z has been brought up in a world where it's highly surveillance. Whether it is surveillance through our own will of like constantly. Like, I remember I saw my cousin crying on the phone, and I was just like on Instagram or something, and it's just like, oh my god, this is
recording yourselves crying is
like, this is intense. Like, I personally would not do it, but if you are very used to sharing every piece of your life, I'm like, you're good at it. You put a story up probably like 10 times a day. Like, if I give you 2, I'm doing a lot. So it's just like, people are constantly hyper aware of like a camera here, a camera there, like what have you. So I think part of that is like why conversations were able to be had.
That's fair, because I couldn't imagine like being on a date, it being lights and stuff, and I'm just like,
you're not gonna
yourself.
Yeah, you're not gonna be yourself. You're not gonna like. There's gonna be like something a little bit like off. But I do believe that if this is constantly like in front of you on a 24-hour basis, like, you're gonna forget that it's not there.
Oh no, like just like them housewives love y'all down, just like y'all definitely forget them cameras out there, because I'll be showing y'all entire ass. Okay,
so there you go. All right, so the ultimatum or the perfect match.
I was like, didn't we just do that? No, we did the absolutely ultimate perfect match. Throw that show away. I don't care.
It's trying to be
Love Island.
Yeah, it's
real
trying
bad.
to be Love Island.
And it's like it's trying to be Love Island All Stars. Throw it away. Like, they want to give us all the people that we already seen here and there, and then y'all just pulling from anywhere. Like, why was there a bachelor on here?
I was saying, now they got bachelors on there.
No,
but like, maybe this is gonna be your return podcast episode, because there's really like an economy of reality TV stars doing another reality TV show. Like, the reality TV show only has people who are on other shows, like Traders. Like, and that's just, I don't know.
Rod's doing his big one, even though he needs to die. He's doing his big one. He has to go.
He has to go. No. I agree that he has to go, because like you you betrayed the Traders. Like, that's slimy on top of slimy.
3 more days. Finish him. But yes, sorry. Yes.
But okay, so ultimatum or Ready to Love?
I don't know what that is. Oh,
you do. I had you.
I had a girlfriend on that. Shout out to Kiara, because there was one in Philly.
There
recently,
was one,
right?
yeah.
Had a girlfriend on that. I watched a couple episodes of that. The Philly Man was driving me crazy. I couldn't watch it. It was cringe.
You know how I feel about Philly Man.
I couldn't sit through it. I couldn't sit through it.
All right, so ultimatum or Never Ever Mets?
Definitely the ultimatum, but the Never Ever Mets is a good time. Amadi put me on one.
Did.
The Never Ever Mets is a good time. I don't think you told me, or maybe you didn't, I forgot. The last thing I expected when I cut that on was to see an all-black cast. I was like, oh.
I did not tell you
Okay.
that.
Like, and it was on HBO, right?
Yeah, I think it's from OWN, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I did not expect that.
Just
They got right into it.
Just full ratchet tree,
Right
and I
into
love it.
But yes.
Okay.
Honorable mention.
So, the ultimatum or Love is Blind?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind or Love Island?
Love Island. Love Island. I really enjoy Love is Blind. If I had to pick a show to be on, if I was in this space, it would definitely be Love is Blind.
Wait, what space?
Single.
Oh. You're like, no. So she has a man. She's not single like me.
But stop. If I would pick Love is Blind, but I probably would say no to the altar, so we could just keep dating, because just ending a show in marriage just feels a little intense.
I would do Love is Blind if there weren't cameras around.
Okay, fair enough.
Because I just see myself, like, I don't know where my life will end. Maybe I'll be a politician. You know what I mean?
And I don't need y'all to remember my crash out.
You know?
For the rest of my life.
Or my ass crack, right? Like, Tiffany and Brett's love story is great, is amazing, but her ass crack?
Nose.
Okay.
And that dirty nose.
What dirty nose?
Tiffany and Brett.
The black people.
Couple, right?
Yeah, what dirty nose?
Because they were like perfect the entire season.
Yeah.
You remember that one? It's like the only moment they got where they tried to make it seem like they had drama, but they really didn't. And she was like laid up in the bed, and her nose was just like crusty as hell, and she was like crying, but she was crying about how happy she was. But in the previews of this clip, they made it seem like he walked somewhere. No, he was mad about his pants not fitting, and then she was crying in the bed, and they gassed the mess out of this little package of a clip that they put together. It was literally her crying about how happy she was. Like, please go get married and get on my TV screen.
No, so wait, you don't like the happy couple?
I just know the boring couple is gonna make it, and I'm like, I love that for y'all. Even calling them a boring couple is not fair. I need to see Amber and Barrett and the wino. I need that on my TV screen from season 1. That was a great time. And her dog drinking.
No, honestly, like the DC is my favorite season. Because it was full of black folks doing crazy things. Because you had Tyler. You had Tyler and Ashley.
Oh, okay. Cool.
You had Tim and Alex. Tim really triggered me, if I'm being honest.
Remind me, I'm struggling with DC right now.
Okay, we gonna bring up Tim. Tim was the dude who said he had to wash dishes.
She took a nap?
Yeah, she took a nap when she was...
Yeah, he triggered me too. Oh my God.
Triggered me. Yeah. So fun fact, my last boyfriend broke up with me because I didn't wash dishes. So, I was triggered.
I'm going to put his name on my head right now because I would curse him. I can't think of it right now.
Good, that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, that was a good season. AD season was good.
Yeah, this season was good. The season with the 8-foot man and the Spanish woman that had dated the man outside of the...
No, that was not good. That was not good.
Spicy as hell. I don't think...
They were the only ones that got married. Come on, stop playing with me now.
That's how you know how that season went.
And then they broke up because he was getting bitches. How you get hoes? You don't got no riz.
He was acting, because the thing is, I was really rooting for him because he was like, this man came here trying to dirty mac. He was like trying to dirty mac your woman. You literally said, "This is y'all plane. This is our plane.
That's right.
We're not on the same plane, so you need to tell me about her."
No. It wasn't even a dirty mac. He was trying to warn him about her.
True. Yeah.
He was just like, you can't trust her. He
said, "No, you can't trust her.
Like that is a personal issue for you over there." Uche was nasty, and he didn't even come. He didn't even come to the reunion for us to shoot him out.
We don't respect those that don't go to the reunion. Stand on it.
Hello.
Because I will say, going back to the wino, what was her name? Brandy or something? Or Whitney? Season 1. Whew. But she came to the reunion. She took her lashings, and she was extremely apologetic. And that is the scary part about TV. Like, I don't think it would get there, but like, they forgot the cameras were around. She forgot them cameras were around.
Jessica.
Poor baby.
Don't have your dog lick your wine glass. That's nasty. That's just don't do that. Don't do that at all. That's just very nasty. All right, so what I brought you here, and like I'm happy we had a little warm up. What I brought you here is just like a conversation about black women in dating shows, because I feel like we have high hopes for them, but yet they always get embarrassed, played, and or bullied. And I think Alandria was like a good example of how, yes, she technically found love, but like,
did she?
I mean, what do you think? Do you feel like that was true, genuine? Like, do you feel like Nick liked her or loves her now? Because I guess it's been almost a year.
I definitely think Nick's infatuated with her. I don't know. I just, he just seems like it's one thing to say like opposites attract, and like you might have thought you would end up with like somebody with locks, and you end up with somebody with a shortcut, or you end up with somebody that you might want somebody that was like your height, and you end up with somebody that's 7 feet. She said she wanted, maybe she didn't say black, but I feel like
she said it within her.
She said, I want a black cowboy, southern down. And he's just the complete opposite.
I mean, technically, Florida is the most southern point that we have.
And honestly, the thing that gives me belief more than anything else is seeing Nick with them white ends in whatever hotel room they was in dancing. That it gives me a little bit of belief, but
his middle name is Marcel. Like, come on.
I want to see his mom's 3 boyfriends before his dad.
Oh, they're gonna be white.
But we might be surprised because you met a Marcel, man.
Marcel. Where did that come from?
Something.
But I always like, I feel bad for like the women that, because they're clearly on there, and I think it goes to the conversation that we were talking about in desperation. They're clearly on there because they want to find love. And I was reading something, an article talking about like the mixed match in terms of marriage rates for Black women, because unfortunately that for myriad of reasons, for the carceral system, for less education, but Black men are not as suitable for marriage at the same rate as Black women. And it's like financial issues are also a problem too, in terms of Black wealth and income, which is part of being married. But there's this big yearning for a lot of Black women to be married, to be in relationships, like, and I feel that deeply because I am one of those Black women as well. But then I feel like they get embarrassed and played in and stereotyped once they get on a show that's essentially supposed to be helpful for them.
Yeah, I mean, for starters, they all on these white ass networks. So like, cause if you, it's like a catch-22. Like, you are on OWN, and you end up on shows like Never Ever Met, and that's a whole different vibe. It's giving TV One. It's a good time, but it's just a whole different vibe than like Peacock and Bravo and Love Island. And I think we see it on the grand stage when we see it on the grand stage when Black women come on these shows, especially chocolate women, like all the bits of, what is the word? Not glamorization, but fetishizing of them. The hardest part for me is watching Black men do it to them, because I feel like the white men don't really be embarrassing them like Black men be embarrassing them on these shows. Because like KK, and I can't remember the guy she was with on season 5 of Love Island, but he played her like a fiddle from beginning to end, and she still left with that. Oh, damn it. You need to watch
You can
it.
still talk about it, yeah.
Okay.
I'm coming in, learning about the things, you know. Yeah. I'm not all knowledgeable about all love shows, but you are.
Trigger, he gonna send you through the roof. Like K-Von something. But he played KK, beautiful girl, and she still left behind him because she fell in love. And then y'all might not have seen Shelly and that other man coming, but we saw that coming from a mile away, because no.
And I just like, but like the thing that popped into my head was like AD and like Clay, because he played in Hervey's like crazy. But like part of it is just like, girl, I feel like you were ignoring. I mean, she did say she ignores the red flags. That is something that she does, because it's just like, how at this point in time do you think that this man is ready to be married?
The thing is though, because like I go back and forth, because like I like on one hand I be cursing AD name, because it's like, how many times did he got to tell you it's okay? The next thought I was gonna say after this little sentence was, looking in the mirror is really hard. But how do you let this man tell you repeatedly, we don't have to leave here married? Did you forget the purpose of this show? And you just keep brushing it off. You coming down the aisle, as we always talked about. You coming down the aisle. He said, "Damn that body" or something.
He's like, "Okay, body."
You see me? No, he don't. That's the answer.
But I also feel like, specifically her, like, because there's different types of Black women in all of these shows, but specifically her, I feel like her body has always been the way that she was able to get what she wants, to navigate the world and the spaces. And it's just like, I think her, like, in terms of fetishization, I think that was like a good she's a good example of that, because like it really stressed me out. And I was like talking to one of my friends, she literally said she stopped watching that season because of, I think episode 6 or episode 7, when they're in Mexico, and literally she gets accosted, and her body was the epicenter of 2 incidents on the same night.
One of the guys pulled her around.
It was like the what did they call it? A dip flip or what was it called?
Chip flip, something like that.
Something like that. But essentially, she flicked 80s boobs, and she was having a conversation with the guy that she was with, and she was saying, well, do you want to do that? So like a white woman asking a white man, do you want to go over to this black woman and flip her nipple?
That's crazy. That was crazy.
And like there's no way around, and like she didn't even like consciously, like even in the reunion, like be like, oh no, it's just a joke, like we talked about it, but like why were you engaging or encouraging your fiance to touch another woman, but not only that, to like flip her breast? Like that is like, what are we talking about? And then so that was one fight that night, and then another fight that night was Chelsea, because she was insecure. She was like, oh, are you looking at her body? Oh no, her body, remember, like she was like, oh no, her body's good, her body's sexy, da da da. And then Jimmy agrees with it, and then there was a big argument about that. So so y'all were fetishizing about this black woman's body, and it literally caused 2 arguments, and she wasn't even like involved in the arguments.
That's real. Yeah. The mirror part of AD though is like, on the one hand, being extremely frustrated with AD for not just like seeing this man clear as day, and you can't tell from him. Take heed from the lessons that he shared with you about his daddy. He don't even know he giving you the game.
He was using that
exactly what his daddy was. And it's like, and you ate it up. And that's the mirror part, because it's like, you want to love this man out of his bad habits and out of his bad personality, and that's just not a thing that you can do. But like, it'd be hard to give up on somebody that you want to love you as much as you love them. So it's just like, I get why she was struggling, but it's just really hard to see it happening like live, because I would be that frustrated when it's a friend too, but I probably wouldn't be that like harsh when it's a friend too.
And there's a toe line. Like my friend gave me a good advice a very long time ago. Like, how you talk to yourself, would you say that to a friend? Like, if you know, like, you wouldn't engage in that way with a lack of love, a lack of care, and a lack of tact, then why are you engaging with yourself that way? Because you are a human and you are navigating all of these things, and then there's historical trauma and all of these other things that are also like mixed in with that. So that's why you navigate. And I think for like AD, like, I think a lot of people are a mirror, like, and that's why I was just like, the Tim and the Alex one was a mirror for me, because like he just gave her no relief. Like, he gave her no like room to like truly understand, or let her like fail or mess up a little bit.
Or take a nap.
You know what I mean? Take a nap. Like, you were relentless on her. And it's just like, and I think there is a particular way of like arguing somebody down. And it's just like, you want them to go into a particular corner, because when they go into that corner, now you can rebuttal it. And I'm like, it stressed me out. But that was a mirror for me. And it was like, really, I was just like, oh my God, I can't watch this. But it's just like, how many black couples do like for Love Is Blind specifically? Like, we have Tiffany and Brett. If you want to count Cameron,
50%.
So 1.5.
Might even say 60% because he did that rap. I was like, okay.
No, don't do that. So you inviting people to the cookout that shouldn't be there. No.
But no, yeah, it's like it doesn't happen often. Like, it's first, it's the task to just get y'all on the show, because like,
it's hard for a lot of like decent men to be on that show, because men are not, once again, like, men are not like trying to engage in marriage in that way. Because I think I was talking to you about it. It's just like, when men are ready, it's not about who, but it's about when. Because like, I personally think, and I might live in a very biased bubble, there's so many like eligible women out there. Like, y'all look good, y'all smell good, y'all got jobs, so that means y'all got like disposable money. You don't have to depend on me for stuff. You're educated, you can hold a conversation. Like, I can throw a rock and I hit one. Like, unfortunately, you don't have that in the inverse. So like, men do have like the pick of the litter. So when they're ready to be like, yep, I'm ready to marry, the world's their oyster. And I think that's why like, it's hard to get those men on the show.
Yeah. I think a part of it might be ego too, because like the same way we saw, was it Jared that proposed to two people?
Yes.
And he ended up leaving the second person. Like, he was being fueled
She's
by
married
ego.
now.
I saw that she got married, and I'm very
Yeah.
happy for her. Because, girl, please deliver her. But like, he was fueled by ego because like you didn't want to lose. You didn't want to take an L. Like, you came, you did the experience. You didn't want to leave with nothing. So like, your first option said no, so you asked your second option, and like that whole season frustrated me because like, girl, it is no narrative where you were not the second option. Like, none. If she said
but
yes,
then
you
y'all
would not
let
be
it rock
engaged.
when it's Zach and Bliss, because Bliss was the second option,
So
and she's black.
So what I
We
was
didn't know that. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that.
black.
Bliss is black.
She looked black. She looked black to me. What you like? You like Latina?
No, she looked like she's like Samoan or something. And her daddy looks Samoan too.
Oh. But no.
She looked like The Rock is half black too. Yeah, she gave me like The Rock. Like
That's
she
fair.
was like, you know what I mean?
That's fair. She where I could see Zach from, and maybe this is like, I don't want to say a mirror, but just the empath. I feel like Bliss pushed him towards that girl because she came in there. That was an example of not kind of dirty macking, but she just came in there talking shit about this girl and his like.
I think we
I
need
wanna
to
save
like
her.
redefine what dirty macking is, because
Okay, so I know dirty macking is when a nigga talks shit about another nigga. So
no.
What you call dirty macking? That's what I know it as.
Y'all can tell us in the comments.
Okay.
My definition of dirty macking is like you are like trying to engage with like somebody else's woman. So like you're telling her how beautiful she is and how great she is and how her nigga ain't shit.
Okay. My definition of dirty macking is similar, but
And it
it's
can
like,
work for a woman too.
I would say my definition is if you are interested in somebody, so you're talking shit about the competition, about somebody they might be interested in. That's not you. Like,
Okay.
Like just period.
I feel
And
like that's like 50% of it.
Yeah. So that's what she was doing a bit, but even more though than that, she was just like, mind you, the person she was talking about, we came to understand is a horrible person. Like
Horrible.
the worst. But in that moment, I think she like activated his Captain Save-A-Hole mode, and so he went with the girl who was always not picked because I think that he felt like that was him.
I don't know. I think part of it was that she was talking shit, like Bliss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like if Bliss like just ran her course and just shut the fuck up, then he would have picked her.
I agree. I think she talked her, like, literally tricked herself out her spot. Because, like, I think she was too worried about that other girl. Like,
But I still understand her side, though, because she's like, I am falling in love with this man, and, like, I know that this person ain't shit. Mm-hmm. So I am trying to, like, hey.
But the way she presented to him, because I remember, because I was like, damn, she was like, if you pick her, I will judge you. Like, the fact that you're even saying you feel anything about her has me looking at you different. And he was like, what the fuck did I do? And I feel like
the words weren't the best.
They weren't. It's like, you could have that energy, especially because you were standing behind, like, what you wanted. Which is why I feel like we just had to see it play out like a like incredible F up. Play out audibly. And I think I would feel differently too if like they had went on the trip and like done anything and he was like, no, I really want Bliss. But like from the minute y'all got y'all hotel room, it was like
she was a weirdo.
Day.
She was,
it was
being
clear as
so
day. This
not
makes
only
no
that
sense.
clear as day, but she was like trying to she was
rubbing feet.
No, she was definitely dirty. No,
not dirty macking.
She wasn't
creeping.
talking. Yeah, she was creeping on the Paul, the other dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like in front. That's your good sis.
Mm-hmm.
That's her fiance.
Yeah. What's his name, Micah?
Also, I really
that
feel
jaw.
like we forgot that Micah was a mean girl. Like midway through, it was like Micah was kikiing with her. So it was very convenient for y'all to be like, oh, the less attractive one is the mean girl. But the conventional, because I don't think Micah's that attractive. She's just a regular white girl in my opinion. But the whatever-ish attractive blonde white girl, she's not a mean girl. She just had a mean little moment.
No, y'all both bitches.
Hello!
And I didn't forget when your ass was on Perfect Match, because like if you do play in your face, is what you get, because you're mean and nasty and no.
And then, but like, I think that's a good like segue in terms of like why Micah? Like, out of all the people in The Perfect Match, Micah was boring and very lackluster. But I think there was this fetishization of a white woman, because I think he also did Kaz. I think was his name.
Yeah. I think he was just lazy. I think he was playing the game. He was just lazy. He knew she wasn't going nowhere. That did not feel any type of genuine connection happening between them whatsoever. He was trying, because it's a it's a vacation.
Yeah.
He knew he could probably hit, and he wanted to go on vacation. And he was like, "I'll just ride this wave." Because like when people lock in early, I'm sorry, that's what Ace always gave from the beginning. Like, I'm not, because talk very sensitive about that little.
It's okay.
Short king.
It's all right.
I feel like he was trying to play the long game, which is why he was hating on Jeremiah from the beginning, because he was about to get him out of
something in his soul.
Yes, the people like you.
Why he hated Jeremiah.
And it makes sense if you would just own, I'm playing a game. I'm here for the competition. Because like, we have to remember, y'all are trying to win some money too. Like, some of y'all might not be thinking about it, the front of your mind, but some of y'all are.
Always had that in the back.
And Jeremiah's about to take that from you, especially the way him and Huda were going. Like, we would have watched that. It was annoying as hell, but we would have watched that till the end, and they might have won if they made it to the end, just because it's like, oh my
Jeremiah
God.
and Huda.
If they had stuck it through, it's just like, y'all got through all of this, y'all pushed through all of this, y'all made it to the end. Like, they might have walked off with that money clean and broke up.
I'm about to say, because it wasn't giving. I don't know. Do you believe Huda and Louis' relationship?
Absolutely. Honestly, I could believe it on Huda's side, because she is... We had a conversation about the word pick me before, right?
Yes, but remind me.
You say you don't believe in that term.
No, I don't. No, chosen. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like the term "pick me" because I feel like everybody wants to be chosen, and like I think there are ways that people navigate to like. I do not like when like women are saying like I'm not like other girls, and I was and oddly enough I was thinking about this today, because it's just like I feel like it's a choice to be like, oh, I'm not like other girls. I like basketball, and I like, to not shave my armpits or whatever. I don't know, whatever they say.
You be a bro then. So
to be a bro, because it's just like I feel like any woman can lean, because like even though people claim things are like feminine or masculine, we all have a spectrum. Like you like football. Like if you decided to lean into like, oh, I'm such a football bro, and
just the Eagles, go Birds.
I think I just like the Eagles too. But like if you wanted to catch a man, you could like lean into that. I know random basketball facts. Like I don't know, something about a basketball doc. Maybe I'll do a podcast on that. I just love a basketball doc. Like I just know random facts about basketball. Like don't ask me why. And then like as a child, like in high school, I was like a backpacker. Like Lupe Fiasco was my favorite rapper. Like I bought laser with my own little coins and all of that. But all that to be said is just like I could lean into that when I'm engaging with men, to be like, oh, look at me, I'm not like those other girls. But it's just like I don't desire to do that. Like I like to talk about the things that I like to talk about. I like to play in my makeup sometimes. Like duality, we hold multitudes. So I think those individuals who are like downplay femininity and downplay things that are uniquely quote unquote girly or what women do, I don't like. But the idea of pick me, I feel like is a hint flawed, because like the people who are engaging in romance wants to be picked, whether it's picked to have sex, picked to have somebody be a cuddle buddy, or to be your husband or your wife. Like you're trying to get chose.
That's fair.
I don't know. What's your...
because when we had that conversation before, it made me think about it differently. Because like when I thought of a pick me, I thought of the woman who like will always put herself in the center of a situation, like in a irrefutable, obnoxious way. Like there's no couth to it.
Gotcha.
They are just in your face. Proud. Like one dating show you didn't mention was Love Cabin. Do you know what that is? It's on Zeus.
Well, okay, I think like you need to give me your Zeus like login, because like I feel like I need to do a.
You might look at me different.
No, because like I need to understand baddies. I don't understand it, and I need to understand it.
Did you watch Bad Girls Club?
I did, and I
it's not the same, but it's worse.
Oh,
but in kind.
Because I don't understand the concept. Like, I truly do not understand. Like, why are y'all here? What do you gain outside of, like, people knowing who you are? And, like, why are you putting yourself in a space where you getting, like, your teeth pulled out?
Is it a Migos song? What's that? No, it's Offset and Cardi doing this shit for clout.
Do anything for
It's
clout.
literally, that is the plot of the show. It is all for that one word.
But can I do it and not get beat up?
No, somewhere else.
Like,
You can go the bad baby route, go on Mari, have a good one-liner, and become famous.
Maybe, because it's just like, dang, I gotta fight every night to prove my love. Like, it's just crazy.
But no, where were we before baddies? Because my mind is like, I forgot.
You said it's a love show on. I watched Two Ways with you though on Zeus.
I never finished that. Oh my lord, 2 people from that show passed away. Like,
because of the show.
No.
Oh.
They just probably end the life and stuff. But it's just like, it just goes to show. It was like, y'all just have people on the platform for the moment and then
don't check in on them.
Because it's just like, if somebody from Bravo passed away, it would be like, oh my God. Like, what? Versus, oh, Pee-wee got stabbed and he's not, his name really is Pee-wee too.
Wait, the little boy?
Like YN, yes.
Oh no.
In 2 ways. He passed away, and
the guy with the locks, right? Yeah.
I know what you was about to say.
Wait, what is
You know you porn star.
Oh no! I mean, respect the porn. If my mom wasn't watching this, we could have a different conversation.
The guy with the locks. R.I.P. to y'all.
Yes.
But yes, I can't remember why I brought Love Cabin though. What we were talking about. Oh, pick-me's. On Love Cabin, it's a girl on there that, like, in any situation, she's like, even Ray J's the host. Even with Ray J, she's like always
of course Ray J is
talking like this and like just doing a whole lot. And it's just like, you don't have to do all that to like you can. I agree. Like, Love Island is all about putting yourself out there to get chose. Like, you don't get to sit in the background and not get chose. But case in point, you're going to get to this moment in season 6. There's a time when, before all the couples were like locked in on season 6, Serena was talking to Kenny, curse his name, but Serena was talking to Kenny. He was new in the villa. People were trying to get to know him.
I was at that part.
Okay, and Janae came up them steps to bring him some eggs while Serena's talking to him. Girl, get away. Like that. And Janae, love you. But to me, she be giving pick me. Like, girl, sit down.
I never loved Janae because of that. Like, so yes. And you know what?
I say love you because I feel the same way. I feel love you in unison, black woman.
Yeah, but like she never gave black woman though.
Wait, no, unpack.
Because she like, and I can be like so off basis, but Janae gave me. Because wasn't she born in like Hawaii or Japan or something?
I have no idea.
She
never was too invested.
She lived in a well, Hawaii is America, depending on how you want to go about it. But she lived in a non-predominantly black area at a point in time in her life, from my memory. She gave. I'm normally the only black girl in the spaces. Her wig gave that. You know what I mean? Like, it's something about black people's hair that you can sniff out. You can sniff out, like, if you are around other black folk. And she didn't, congregate.
Her cousin Kenny gave that.
Hello.
Not
you know
that
what I
you
mean?
deserve whatever the hell he put in that group chat, because go to hell, Kenny.
But about the way she carried herself, the way that she engaged, the way that she showed up, it gave that she didn't hang around a lot of black folk. On top of that, it also gave, like, she was trying to be chose and a little bit extra harder than everybody else. But also, it might have been because of the game prior, because she got, like...
I was about to say, she's the perfect example, bringing us back to, like, the moral of this episode, a black woman getting shit. Like, shit for choices the entire season. Because, like, I do remember feeling, like, my heart hurting for her, like, low-key, when he came back from Casa Amor with that girl, and she was like, I'm gone. I'm leaving. Like, I'm absolutely done with this. Because, like, That's why she didn't give pick me all the time. Just sometimes.
But she was
like,
trying a little bit harder
like,
because of like what had happened earlier in the season.
And maybe so there's more to her defense too, because like I literally just said, like on Love Island, like you can't lay back, you can't be chill. Like, do I want to say Andrea tried that? Andreina.
In the last season.
And yeah, as a
I don't think she gave like.
She didn't. I mean, no, she did try to put herself out there with Pepe. He
But
like
Pepe's racist.
He
like,
the slopes.
you know what I mean? Pepe likes the
his
snow
type,
bunny.
boo-boo.
Like, I'm sorry, not sorry. Like,
I keep trying to claim this black girlfriend he had. I don't know.
I don't believe it. Like, certain things you can sniff out. When Amaya was like, "Oh, you speak Spanish good," and he was like, "I speak Spanish well." Like, just like, and then when his parents came in for Parents' Day, I remember looking at y'all, because I was like, I told you he had white parents. I told you.
Honestly, some of these people are really blocked out, because I don't even know what his parents look like.
They were white, because you can be a Latino and be white, and you can be a Latino and be black.
Gretchen, she's from Baddies. She white Puerto Rican. She keeps saying nigga. They keep beating her up for it.
No, you can't do that. You cannot do that. Are you indigenous? Are you white? Are you black?
Her response would be, my son is black.
What the fuck that gotta do with anything?
They were like, then he can say nigga.
Yeah, like, come on. And you know what? I was part of a quinceañera. It's a Sweet 16. Where they were Guatemalan, and her brother loved to say nigga. But I was younger then, so I was just like, it's a house full of y'all, so I'm not gonna be like, but it never felt right. Her and her, like the brother and the sister both said nigga.
I was telling my cousin, because the whole thing with the girl from Baddies, Gretchen, saying nigga, like, sparked a lot of conversation. And one of the girls on Baddies is from Philly, and she was like, where I'm from, we don't even care about that.
Stop lying.
So my cousin called me, she's like, well, she said Philly don't care. Do they care? And I was like, I haven't been in these situations in years, but I will say in high school, all of the Indians said nigga. All of the Cambodians said nigga. I won't say what high school I went to. A good amount of the Albanians, I feel like I would hear them say nigga here and there.
You were European.
Listen, they said they was black Albanians. They didn't say that, but that's what they was trying to give. And it's just like everybody said nigga, and it was just like this colloquialism that was just like, if you had.
See, this is what happens when you have a majority black city.
Like, literally a majority black city in the most diverse school ever, but all y'all are really in here saying nigga. Like
okay. I like my first like real relationship, he was like half Asian, a quarter Puerto Rican, and a quarter black. You couldn't convince me that man outside of my presence said the word nigga. Like I know his friends let him slide and say the word nigga. I know he did. But he knew, because we lived together. He knew when you went past that threshold, if you said the word nigga, I will probably slap you. So why do you, like, at this point in time, do you think black women will continue to go on reality dating shows?
I think the same reason anybody else does, for the opportunities that can come afterwards. And honestly, I feel like anybody that goes on TV to find love, they're in it for the long game, and if they happen to find a connection while there, is like, I think that's the plus. But like, I feel like it's a big decision it's a big decision to go on TV to find a partner. Like, that's not an isolated event. That is a Canaan event. Like, you want to be known. Like, you don't want to not be known by going on TV. Like, you might end up on TV, realize you don't like this, and disappear. But that's usually because people might have hated who you were on TV, so you don't want to be in the limelight no more. Because even, like, I thought that was Rob's story, and then here we see, like, you just didn't want to be on that show because you're flourishing on the show that you're on now.
And you were saying the same thing about Candace, too. You said you didn't like Candace on Real Housewives. Because I like Candace on Traitors. She survived.
She's matured.
Oh, okay.
But Candace, and if Danny watches this, don't curse me, because that's her favorite housewife. But she like
Danny watched this. And
Candace
me,
was like always the victim to me, and like part of it was, I think part of what she and like Wendy experienced is similar to what we're saying, like black women in general experience on the dating shows. Them as the darker skinned woman on Real Housewives with this light skinned cast, they were experiencing. And like one time they made them have like a whole just brief discussion about colorism. But Candace, in the same breath, like right after they had the debate about colorism, or the discussion about colorism, and they acknowledged it, and certain people apologized if they ever like played in part into it, Candace then turned around to Giselle and she was like, and you think it's okay for your white looking ass to say whatever you want? And Giselle was like, I thought we just talked about colorism.
I thought we were good.
She just like, she was very much a like throw a rock and hide a hand person. Like, and it just, she was a hypocrite and it got on my nerves. Like, she would always cry. She would go off on people and then just be distraught when somebody like clapped back, and it'd be like, how could you? So that part of her got on my nerves. But her post, she had like an infamous little fight with Monique. Her post that.
Like Monique?
Monique. Not like Monique. Like Parker's.
Oh, okay. I was like, Monique?
Monique. She wouldn't be here. She had gotten a fight with Monique. Monique from Potomac. But
yeah, sure.
Past that moment, she matured. And she wasn't always in the wrong. She just could be a little hypocritical. But I mean, that's the name of the game. They all got some shit with them.
Yeah, and I think it goes back to like the conversation of like, are you aware of the cameras? Like, I think it really like stood out to me, and I wish this conversation could have happened again, like with honestly not with Keke Palmer, but the conversation with Olandria and Shelly, and like how they felt like they needed to show up on the show.
Oh, jeez. That wasn't a good interview.
It wasn't a good interview, and I feel like Keke was like imposing like her likes of Taylor on Olandria. Be like, that man did not choose her. That man did not want her. Like, what do you want from Olandria? And I do think that there was some colorism within that too, because Olandria was darker skinned and Clark was lighter. Like, because I just don't like for you to be like, she's not attractive.
I have a different opinion.
Okay, tell me.
It goes back to Ace. Like, I feel like Taylor was like communicating to his friends and to that confessional that he wasn't really attracted to Olandria from
But that's what
jump.
I'm saying. There's colorism within that, because like I think Olandria is like I think there's a difference, and I was saying this to like my friend. You cannot want somebody but acknowledge their attractiveness. Like Yaya, like I cannot say that this man is not attractive. I don't necessarily want to kidnap him, but like me saying Yaya Abdul Mateen the second is not attractive, like come on, you gassing it.
I don't know. I feel like everybody has a right to feel like what attractive looks like to them, and like I don't think like I don't think it has anything about color to do it necessarily, because like he literally like he was trying to make things work with Olandria, and like I'm not a
don't try nothing with me. You either watch me or not me.
But part of that was somebody putting a battery in his back constantly, which is why like, sir, you keep trying to be a puppet master, but it still gives game, because you know he don't really feel that, so they probably won't make it to the end. But keeping him distracted over here helps your gameplay. Like he's distracted, Nick in love with Sierra, we thought, and you got Shelly waiting in the rafters for you because your only you got Shelly waiting in the rafters for you because your only competition is this lanky white man. So all you need to do is get rid of Jeremiah, because he is your biggest threat. Whatever. But when it comes to Taylor, what I like will say is like he wasn't trying to, like, I didn't see him try to be in everybody's face. Like Ace was really trying to see what was up with multiple people in the villa and then figuring out like like. He talked to the two girls that came from Casa Amor, and I feel like he's really like Clark. But he should have been, like, he should have definitely carried it more directly with Olandria. But I also feel like Olandria was kind of being, like...
blind to it.
And I want to say being like... No, like a KK, her season. Like, this man keeps giving you his ass to kiss. And Taylor wasn't even so much giving you his ass to kiss, but he wasn't doing anything. Unless... They keep saying we only see like an hour of the day.
I don't know. I don't think it wasn't given that he was showing like you said, it was given like Ace was giving him ideas to how to show up, but he wasn't showing up.
He wasn't, and she was like, "Why are you wasting my time?" And it's like, what is he doing to actually waste your time? Though, is he not doing nothing for you? Like,
because it's like the subliminal like messages that he was sending, like he was giving the bare minimum, and you kept on saying, well, maybe if I do more of this, maybe if I do more of that, then he'll show up better. And it's just like, or he won't show up.
I don't know. I feel like I'm a part of a minority when it comes to Olandria, but I love that she's had all this success.
Wait, why do you think you're part of the minority?
Olandria blew me honestly sometimes, but it's like go off. Like this.
I was Olandria 100%. Now Shelly sometimes.
No, her kissing Nick the way she kissed Nick, but you up here calling Sierra one of your best friends. Like none of this makes sense to me. No, you got it tested. Like no. Like
was Sierra her best friend?
She said that.
I don't know.
She said
I don't know. Maybe.
Don't say it if you don't mean it.
Was it a little bit messy? Yes. Yes, it was.
Television.
But Nick was the one like pushing it. So like, what?
Absolutely.
She's just the girl.
So, cause what I can say is just about like attractiveness. Like the same way Taylor never gave like yes, like Olandria is like 100% my type down. Nick, on the other hand, from day one has talked about how stunning this woman is. So like, it's never been no doubt about how attractive you are to her. Like, and that's just what like innate attraction gives. Like somebody can be like indisputably attractive, but you're not attracted to them.
But that's what I'm saying, though.
But like, why does he have to acknowledge her attractiveness if he's not attractive to her?
Then you should have stopped choosing her every single time. You should have. I think that's the thing for me. I'm not mad at you for not being attracted to this woman. I'm not mad at you for finding Clark attractive or wanting to be with Clark. But you had this woman in a couple with you for all these weeks. But this is why you're not attracted to her.
This is
like,
why.
Stop.
This is why the season 7ers frustrate me sometimes because I feel like people.
It's your fault, just to be clear.
Yeah, but that's why I need you to watch season 2 of UK, and it'll like open up your world because like this
My
is
third
the
eye.
name. Yes, this is the name of the game. You being here
and playing in people's faces.
Not playing in people's faces, but like you don't get to just say I pick no one because I don't have an attraction to anybody. Or like I pick no one because nothing feels like it's going to be love.
Yes, but why can't
you have the strongest connection with? It might not have been the best one, but she was your strongest connection. So you
right, but
her.
Still keep it real, keep it funky. She didn't know that he wasn't attracted to her until she watched the show.
Yeah.
You could have like I believe in karma, okay? I don't want nobody treating me bad, so I don't want to treat people bad. You could have been like, hey, I really want you to go engage with other people because I don't feel like our connection is that strong. I still want us to couple up until we can find that other person that really sparks us. So let's like engage with each other as friends until we find that right person. Boom.
So if like where do you stand with like when it comes to like exploring the connection? Like
yes, like he should have like been very adamant, very communicative. Hey, I want you to explore other people.
No, I mean like exploring her. He doesn't feel attracted to her, but he feels like they get along well. Feels like they have good banter, so he's exploring that connection. Like
let's keep
that's
it real.
Love Island.
Let's keep it funky. If there's not attraction there, it can only go but so far. If you weren't attracted with your boyfriend.
I feel like the people on Married at First Sight would argue differently.
I don't believe it. And I'm saying you have to like see some attractiveness. Like you don't like because I'm definitely a person. Attraction grows with me because I like to know somebody and like understand them and get to like I like to be like, you know, like our minds are like working out before I'm like physically attracted to you. I can acknowledge that someone is attractive, but I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I want to jump this person's bones unless like I physically like get to know them. So my attraction grows. But at the same time, I know if there is zero chance of attraction,
he didn't give me zero. Like he did not give me zero, but it definitely wasn't what it was for Clark. But it didn't give zero. Like I feel like I was watching a different show.
He was spark right there. Spark for Clark.
It was.
Ain't no spark for Landria.
It wasn't.
So there you go.
I think I stand firmly on like I don't think it was a color thing. I think it just was an attraction thing. Like Do you think when it comes to Nick that is fetish?
It possibly could be. I wouldn't put it past him to do that.
Oh, I want to really answer your question though. Why do black women keep going on these shows? I think the same women, white women. Ultimately, my answer is the same reason white women and any other woman does too, for clout, a little bit, and
but
to see they can find love.
I think, but I also feel like it's detrimental at this point. Like I don't like. I'll bring it back a little bit. How do you feel like black women are portrayed in dating and reality shows?
They're like almost like the like foreign enigma when it comes to like these environments. Like it'd be the white woman, then it'd be the like racially ambiguous woman. Then it's like, oh, there's a black girl here too. Like they're that
like
person.
A system. It's like
and
a formula.
Why, like, for there to be the what was this season or what was last season? Oh, that's a trip. So like even with it being Serena and Janae, like it was just a huge deal for it to be the two of them. Like literally from jump, for it to be two black women that were dark skinned, it was like, oh, y'all really razzle dazzle this year, okay? And like that was just such a moment, and that's just a trip that was such a moment. But
they won. Serena won.
And so like I feel like it's this is kind of systemic when it comes to anything. Like it's gonna keep seeming like we're just putting ourselves in harm's way until the narrative changes. Serena winning changed the narrative of like black women being on these shows.
But then you have Landry that happens next season that was bullied obsessively.
By what? Like public?
By the public, yeah.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, people suck. So when you ask me how they are on the show, I'm thinking about like how they actually are existing on the show and how they're engaging with like the people on the show. I feel like America is gonna continue to be America regardless, but like that shouldn't. I don't think the way the system is set up should deter them from like being able to do what all these other people get to do because they don't got to face the same scrutiny when they go on TV. Like you should be able to go, like Alandra's eating. You should be able to go on TV, find love or not, and eat after it because you are like undoubtedly gorgeous. I think Taylor thinks so too to some degree, but undoubtedly like body's tea. Face is chiseled.
She's like, literally a black Barbie doll.
You should be able to put on these feather couture size 0 things and go be posing everywhere. Like, and that happened because you took a chance and went on this show. And that happened easier because somebody that looked a little bit like you won last season. And the audience was obsessed with her and her best friends. And like, and you, Serena and Shelly, y'all was about to be the second coming and that shit blew up. Very bad. But I think they can't stop. I think like.
But I think they were trying to recreate it with Shelly, her, and Huda, but then they realized. I mean, that's what it gave. Like,
it definitely gave like y'all literally tried to do it all over again. But we said this. I feel like we all talked about this last year. Like y'all just the producers or whoever. Somebody working way too hard to try to cast because like
and to keep Huda there because Huda should have like left a very 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 long time ago
because like talk about being told this is why I do adore Nick because he told this girl every chance he got I wanted you gone like,
letting you
know for you to leave like love you but you need to go like,
you are being destructive babe.
But yeah, no, I think they'll keep trying because I think they should keep being in these spaces and keep changing the narrative, keep being representation, and keep just open the doors, facilitating like a different visual. And like they don't gotta do it for us. We know what is given. Like,
but no, I think but I do think that representation is important, and I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place because representation has always been the main thing that I've always felt is the most important in any space, right? Like, it reminds, this is like very far out there, but when I went to a plantation in New Orleans, and it was like an installation of, it was called like Children's Dreams, and it talked about like how enslaved children didn't see themselves outside of being enslaved folks, because that was the representation. That's what they saw. That was what they could dream about, either being enslaved or not enslaved. But the idea of being president wasn't like a real, true, realistic thing. Like, their dreams were essentially shattered and killed because of their placement in the world. So I say that to say is that representation is so important. Like, we need somebody who's on the Supreme Court. We need somebody who's the president. We need somebody who's the anchor woman, who's the principal, who's the data manager, who's the engineer, who is the face of a talk show TV. So I believe that wholeheartedly. In addition, does it then affect the detrimental, does it become detrimental to the people who go on the show? Because, like, I'm thinking about what you're saying, like, oh, they're doing this for clout, but, like, low-key, are they martyrs? Because, like, we have like, how many people that get to, like, move in these reality spaces, especially, like, these love spaces. How many how many people were in these spaces that were unscathed, that didn't experience any trauma? Whether it's in dealing with the contestants, the producer, the cast, or out when they experience, like, the racial, like, online scrutiny. Who has experienced none of that?
I think nobody, like, regardless of race, I think nobody, and that's why I feel like they sign up for this. Like, it's like, even watching Big Brother, there's people that do an episode or two, and it's like, it doesn't happen often, but some people just dip. Like, they just starts getting to them, like, what it means to be on this show and get watched all the time, and then it's just episode comes on, they're like, they're no longer with us. Like, I think they sign up for this, and, like, if it's too much, you can leave. Like, they might find them or something, but, like, I think they sign up for it. And, like, at the end of the day, when I say clout in this way, it's not even a negative thing. It's like to put yourself, your brand, whatever you represent.
And I didn't necessarily look at it as negative too.
For your viewers.
Oh, thank you. I didn't even look at it as, like, a negative thing too, right? Like, technically, this podcast is quote unquote for clout, like, my face being there. So I didn't look at it as anything bad, but I also think, like, clout does sometimes have a negative connotation of,
I think it always does. Like, being in the public eye comes with negativity. Like, there's somebody out there saying someone is too skinny, someone is too tall, someone is too big, someone is too dark, someone is too white. Like, there will be criticism for any way you could possibly show up. Like, and if, like, even just watching Housewives and seeing how every single one of them gets picked apart based on pun, and they all got some stuff with them, but, like, they all get dragged for whatever their different reasons are. Like, nobody is completely loved. Like, I love Ariana Grande to death. And there's a whole other population of people who think she is just, like, the biggest hoe. I rebuke them, but that's what
I might be one of those.
That's how I rebuke all of them.
But it's okay, though. It's okay to be a hoe sometimes.
Everybody's going to have an opinion. And, like,
okay.
I think, like, I will hope there's some type of psychological thing that's happening before they go on the show. But, like, that is a part of being on it. Like,
but there's not, right? Like, there's not, like... And I don't know, like, because I guess maybe I'm being, like, a mama bear or something, but it's just, like, there's not.
But I think there is, though. I feel like Huda talked about the psychologist talking to them. Because the Huda, unfortunately, I did watch Huda's interview with Dear Daddy or something like that. Hey, Daddy. What's it called? Call Me Daddy. There you go.
Marry Me Daddy, is it?
I watched her interview with Call Me Daddy, and she was talking about the therapist talking to her about some of the things that happened with her dad or something, and, like, bringing that up. So she was like, some days when she was in the village, she was just already pissed from, like, what she just went through unveiling with the therapist. And I thought that there might be something just because of Unreal. Yeah, everybody should watch Unreal. But just like on Unreal,
I'll watch
just
it
because the psychologist is on set,
it.
absolutely. But just because the psychologist is on set doesn't mean she's, like, doing, she or he or they are doing all the things they can possibly do, like, more than it might just be insurance. But sorry, I'm rambling.
No, that's I didn't know that. Now I'm curious about, like, what sets actually do have psychologists and what
does that really look like?
And what does that really look like? Because for somebody who's been in therapy for, like, 13-ish, well, maybe 10-ish years, like, sometimes the sessions don't hit. Sometimes, like, you just like, I remember having to have a conversation with my my therapist and be like, yo, don't let me ramble. Don't let me rant. I am very, very, like, I can be very, very, like, manipulative and, like, just talk about, like, how annoying my day was, and we get through nothing. There's no deepness. There's no there was just surface level stuff. Like, I will do that. Like, you have to stop me and be like, so how do you feel about that? So, you know what I mean? So it's just like, are you there just to not get fined?
Literally, because it's like, how impactful can you be when you just make me play a game where I read America's tweets about me and they tell me I'm not shit and I'm a fake friend and I'm a backstabber.
And see, that's what and that's the thing. Like, and once again, like, now I'm really, really thinking about it. It's just like being in the public eye is crazy. Cause like, I remember when Cardi B just got like famous, and it's just like she was very vocal, and I was just like, oh, she needs to go offline. But like, she was very vocal about how people were mean and how people were nasty, because it's like this double-edged sword, because being an influencer, being a content creator is a way of essentially like freeing yourself from a 9-to-5. Hey. But at the same time, once you get that exposure, you have like people telling you how you should feel, how you should think. Literally, like, I like made a video last week talking about Wonder Man, and somebody was just like, oh, you need to rethink your statement because you're coming off biased. And it's just like, and that stuck with me, and I was just like, I literally said that I liked it. Like, like, I was like, so you felt like I was attacking you because I was talking about how he wasn't a likable character, but I liked that he wasn't likable, but you personally felt like I was attacking you in your manhood, and maybe like you saw a reflection of yourself with him going all this deep, and you said that I was biased and I needed to rethink how I was coming off. And it was just like, I'm critiquing fiction, and I'm also critiquing fiction and saying that I like this fiction because we don't get a lot of black men who are imperfect. Like, I'm giving my finger claps to it. But
outside of Tyler Perry.
Huh?
Outside of Tyler Perry.
Well, I don't know if he counts.
Well, his characters, I mean, he always painted black men doing something terrible.
The dark skinned ones. But no, but I think that's more polarizing, right? Like the light skinned one who's like broke is always the good one. The rich dark skinned guy is always a villain.
And sometimes you get the healthy combination of Idris Elba. He broke, but he dark skinned. He good.
And he got 3 kids.
And he got 3 kids.
Questionable at best. Oh yeah, because was he light skinned? The drug dealer boyfriend? Was he light skinned or maybe brown? Was he
brown? Brown skin. Who was it? It's somebody that
it's the guy who always plays the drug dealers in his shows.
Going off at the funeral.
Yeah, whatever. But all that to be said, like, the internet is a scary place. The world is a scary place, and it's just like, going on these shows, like, you're really, I don't know if you're truly prepared for it. I think you have an idea of what it feels like, but it's just like, this is something that we're constantly glued to, and like, there's a difference between being active and passive, and when you're being passive and you think it's like fairly safe, and people are saying like Amber isn't shit, like, but 30 million times, like, I don't know if people. Are you built for that?
I'm nervous about this.
Yeah, it's scary.
So, like, at the end of the day, we love the girls. They're all brave as hell for going on the show, being able to wear a bathing suit every day.
Oh God!
And try to put themselves out there to find love. So, respect to them all. They're braver than me.
And that is a wrap. There we go.
So as I reflected on this conversation that I had with Amber, 2 things stood out for me. One is the representation of Black women on these actual shows, and two is the options that Black women have in terms of dating in general. So I do feel like representation is a double-edged sword. We would be so pissed if we didn't see any Black women being represented on these dating shows. But when Black women do come on these dating shows, what are they giving up to be there? Their sanity, their representation, and I personally think future earnings, right? Like, if your ass is on the main screen, it's kind of hard to go back to your corporate job or apply to another one. Ideally, the audience, us as Black women, want to see other Black women win and find love and be respected and be romanced. Like, that is the idea. I think about Brett and Tiffany, and at the bare minimum, I want to see that Black women are respected when they're in spaces. And this is not just in love shows, but in all reality TV shows. I think about Tiffany in season 4 of Traitors. The way that she got booted out of the house or the castle mansion, whatever you want to call it, was disgusting. And I think we all, or most of us, saw that. She was deemed as suspicious and a little off with no actual evidence or found information for that. And we can all assume that the reason why she was deemed as suspicious is because she was a black woman. And the culprit, Colton, he was spewing out microaggressions without even knowing and or acknowledging it. And this leads to my second part of my reflection. What are the options that black women actually have in terms of the dating market? Research shows that black marriages appear to promote the economic, social, familial, and sociological well-being of African American men and women. But there's been a decline within marriage, specifically with African American women, within the last 25 years. And one of these reasons are viable candidates. And that might be economically or based on education or location. But any way you flip it, black women are not getting married at the same rate as their white counterparts. And this creates scarcity within the dating market. And the few viable men out there, if we're speaking specifically about black love, the black women who do desire to be married might lean more into being desperate. And for real, if we're keeping it blunt, that's what we see a lot of the time on these dating shows. Black women dropping their standard and sometimes self-respect to just get chosen. Think about fine-ass Virginia on season 8 of Love is Blind and her partner Devin. It was clearly visible that they were not equally yoked, financially, politically, visually, but that was her option. There weren't a lot of options that were provided not only in the pods, but in reality, in the real world. And I think the inverse is season 10's Kia, right? Kia and Tyler to an extent. She was offered Kevin. Though Kevin was kind, respectable, it seemed from what we were viewing, he just didn't have all his stuff together. And she said that with love and chose herself. She looked at all of her options, not viable, and she chose herself. And if that can be an example of what we see on these dating shows, I think we're moving towards a good direction. And I love that for her. And for little preteen Amadi consuming this media and understanding that you can choose yourself, that you don't have to scrap and scheme and be ridiculed just to find love. So, okay, thank you for tuning in to this podcast episode. I thank you for staying at the end. So if you find this podcast interesting, make sure you check out the podcast that I did before this, talking about one of my favorite shows, Girlfriends, and the toxic relationship between Joan and Tony. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you the Monday after next for my next episode.